Hi guys, I'm back here at REN and we are going to talk to you about the Evercalm products. So we touched on in one of the last videos actually about how common now it is, and we see this because we both kind of work direct with consumer, face to face, but also through social channels, how common it is for this compromised skin barrier.
Right. Sensitivity,
but actually sensitivity that we are causing ourselves because of what we're doing. So why this? And the other thing is, in case any of you, this question I had, I've been looking at supplements and seeing that there's a real kind of thing now for mushroom supplements, and I noticed there's mushroom in this. So tell me more, David.
So compromised skin barrier. So we're seeing it with people that are maybe overdoing retinol a bit, overdoing their acids, or maybe you're just exposed to pollution, environmental things like air conditioning. The bottom line is we're seeing more redness, more breakouts throughout all ages. It's not just teenagers anymore. I think this product comes into its own because it's a mask that treats sensitivity in a very unique way. The mushroom extract in here is exciting. Instead of sort of just being calming and comforting, which a lot of products do, the extract in here, the mushroom extract, is limiting that message of pain that goes between your skin that's irritated and your brain. Now what that means is your skin will then heal in the right way, at the right speed. It can do this very effectively without your brain interrupting and releasing extra swelling and redness and all of those things associated with this almost excessive inflammation response.
So in terms of any general sensitivity, fine. Rosacea?
Yeah, brilliant for rosacea. Anytime you see visible redness on the skin that shouldn't be there, this mask is going to be your go-to product. You could do it 2 to 3 times a week as a maintenance mask, or you could just keep it for those emergency situations. But you know, it's not just limited to that. You could do it post sunburn, if you get an odd rash that shouldn't be there, anything where the skin is irritated, so dermatitis, eczema, very good for those kind of flaky, sensitive reactions due to the way that we create the texture of the product. So
yeah, it's very comfortable,
very smooth. You feel that kind of beautiful slip it gives you. That's lamellar technology, which actually helps the actives penetrate better into the skin. And when you remove it, you're left with that instant skin smoothing finish. It's an incredibly luxurious feel. And if you're sensitive skin with flakiness, potentially, you're not used to your skin feeling
comfortable
soft and comfortable and smooth.
And I think one of the other things as well, which struck me just listening, and also the texture, is for those of you that are our makeup artist friends who work with models and whether it's shoots, fashion shoots, or even actually I know some of you guys do a lot of bridal, and you have that woman in your chair or that guy in your chair that you know in 30 minutes or 15 minutes they have to look the best they're ever going to be, and their skin is seriously compromised by the time they get to you because it's the 4th show they've done that week, or because they're stressed because they're getting married, then get.
Or they've had a glass of vino and they've got the red flag.
They've been having the party. So you need this in your kit because it's going to be the perfect product to kind of address that. What's the shortest time you'd leave it on for, like 5-10 minutes? Or?
I would say 10 minutes for maximum benefit, but it's the kind of product where it can't ever overdo itself, so you could leave it on for an hour. Top tip is I sleep with it on sometimes. So if I've been traveling and I've been in an aircraft and my skin barrier is very, very broken, very dry, I will, as soon as I get off the plane, wash my face, put a little bit of this on, and actually sleep with it on overnight.
Nice. Shaving rash?
Oh, brilliant for shaving rash.
Definitely.
Even things like tattoos. That post-healing process where you want to just comfort, speed up the healing process, but do it with a formula that's clean and not going to interact in any negative way. Great one to try.
And then the other thing we were saying is, if you are having kind of in-house derm or doctor kind of treatments, peels, anything like that, then it's a great product. So yeah, go check this out. That's the ultra comforting mask. And then there's a new edition,
right? Yeah,
which just looking this really, so box as usual, we've said great information, and then when you open this one, there you go, 100% recyclable, which is really cool.
Yeah, and then the bottle as well is made from glass. It is fully recyclable, including the little
yeah, the little foil.
Little
That's
foil
really
inside. So this is essentially a nighttime balm made up of enzyme activated oils. So what this means for your skin is the oils can penetrate easier, they are more absorbable, you're getting the benefits, you're getting them faster, and essentially if you've got that dry, flaky, compromised skin barrier, you want to put your skin in the ultimate healing environment at night, because otherwise the next day you're just going through the same damage. And it's almost like that cycle is going to continue. So the most important thing is, if we're putting the glue back into the skin to make your barrier strong, with time your skin's going to be able to defend itself better during the day. And
that's
so
interesting, because we were just actually saying, if you are in a situation where you've caused yourself damage to your skin through overproduct use or sunburn. I was on the underground yesterday and there was 2 teenage girls next to me and they were talking about going on the sunbeds. But you know, if you've caused that damage where you have compromised your skin, 10 years, 20 years later, that will still be the most reactive place on your face. So something like this is going to help to strengthen.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really important.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's got other anti-inflammatory properties to it too. So you are going to get that immediate comfort feel. But really, this is that long-term protecting your barrier, repairing the barrier by delivering that key thing that's missing when it's compromised, which is the lipids and the structural elements that keep your skin healthy, strong, and looking smooth.
So it's kind of keeping it all together.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of think of this as the cement for my skin.
Yeah. Interesting. So for me, touch wood, you know, I generally, unless I have a reaction to a product, generally have pretty good skin. I actually used this product last night because for me it's something that I think is a really nice product just to kind of reinforce yourself that you're going to wake up feeling with your skin feeling better and looking good.
Yeah,
you know. So let me feel. I love the texture.
So I'll pop a little bit on. So I don't know if let me just show in the camera. I don't know if you can really see. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's a really gorgeous balm. It's kind of bouncy. It's not a solid.
It's not
solid
buttery.
Oil.
It's not that kind of buttery oil.
No,
is it?
no. It feels almost like it turns to something more watery when you put it on. And of course, you can use this on its own, or you could layer it underneath your night cream.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, no real smell, but not super oily either. I know sometimes with some of these oils and balms at night, you can almost feel like they're all over the pillow.
Yeah, absolutely. They kind of sit more on the surface, whereas this is designed through the activation of the oils to penetrate a little deeper.
So, bear in mind that it's in the Evercalm category. Where are we at with things like rashes, breakouts, those kind of emergency things that you said you could treat with the mask?
I would say that this would be your everyday product if you are that chronic sensitive skin type. So if you come to us and you say, you know, I've had sensitivity for a while, I may be on Roaccutane, I may be, you know, I know that my skin is going to be sensitized for a little while. Absolutely, every night this is going to be your best friend. I tend to keep the mask for the emergencies, or in the most severe cases of sensitivity, it's your treatment product.
Okay, good. So this is really interesting. So yes, use this if you do have that compromised barrier sensitivity, but am I right in thinking now from what you've said that if I know that in next month I will be going for a peel, or I will be going on a 24-hour flight, then start using this now to strengthen your barrier even further.
Yeah, that's
so
a really
it's
good
going to
point.
be more resilient by the time you get to that situation.
Absolutely, that's a really good point. I mean, the skin barrier is made up of these amazing lipids. It's made up of this very delicate pH balance. It's made up of good bacteria, bad bacteria. It's a whole world. It's a whole ecosystem. And essentially, what this product is doing is creating the perfect environment for your skin to heal overnight faster, more efficiently, so that, you know, the benefit to you is smoother, healthier, stronger skin.
And I think that's really important, because the other thing as well, and David's also a makeup artist, is that, you know, we get a lot of questions with people saying my foundation doesn't go on properly, or it looks cakey, or etc. But it always goes back to your skin health. I always say, nobody makes a product, a mascara that flakes. Nobody makes a product of a foundation that's going to go patchy. All of those products are made in good faith. However, a lot of the finish depends on what our skin's like in the first place.
It's what's happening underneath,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And you know, always, there's great drugstore products you can get now for sure, but if you're gonna invest, always invest in the skincare.
Yeah, you're perfecting the canvas.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, this is, it's a gorgeous colour actually, it's quite a calming colour. The Evercalm products, so go check them out, and certainly if you have any of those kind of situations in your skin that we've talked about, then these are the products for you. And if you've got any questions, let us know and we can come back to you. Thanks guys,
Thank
take
you.
care, bye.